And speaking of releasing, I want to talk a little bit about Everybody Hates Chris because the reboot is coming soon. They're going to be getting an animated reboot, and Chris Rock himself is set to be the executive producer. Now, Tashina Arnold played the hell out of the role as Rochelle. My man got two jobs, okay? And outside of y'all, the original Aunt Viv on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I love the role of Rochelle. Like in terms of seeing myself in some of those roles, like, oh yeah, both of those roles. Well, we all know that Everybody Hates Chris has now become a classic in the animated series that, am I wrong to say, wasn't this announced back in like right after what happened at the Oscars? Like a few months later, it was announced that something was supposed to happen, I thought, with Everybody Hates Chris. I could be wrong about that. But nevertheless, it's a classic now. And in terms of the animated series, it's going to focus on the younger characters since the kids are now all adults. So Tim Johnson Jr. is going to play young Chris. Ozima Akaga will voice Tanya. And then Terrence Little Garden High is going to voice Drew, says Variety.com. And we are glad to have it. Congratulations again, Chris Rock. And then, side note, have y'all seen the Good Time series on Netflix? I tried. I tried. I'm gonna try again because I was trying to multitask at the same time instead of just trying to focus on watching it. I don't do great with just like watching shows sometimes. I'm okay with movies, but like watching shows. But I wanted to check it out because over on KBLA, Robin Ayers, she has the Raw Report, I think is what it's called, the Raw Report, and she did an interview with one of the writers for the show. And so just kind of tapping into the fact that some of the characters are definitely not the same. So it's definitely a little bit different. So for folks who have nostalgia for Good Times, like the original show or the original series, it's definitely not the same thing. So yes, it's a little bit of that surprise, but I think if you can get past that, you can give a true sort of an insight of what you really think about the series. So yeah, again, shout out to Chris Rock. And also shout out to Tashina Arnold, all of the actors over there with Everybody Hates Chris, and all of the new folks who are going to be coming in to be doing the animated reboot.